Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So yeah, for Bitcoin in this latest decline here, this latest move down, there are various wave patterns possible, and I don't want to make it more complicated than it is. I can tell you it is messy price action, very messy price action that always gives an indication that the move here in the direction in which we go, in the trend direction to the downside, is unfolding as a diagonal pattern. I don't like these patterns. They are always an indicator for a bumpy ride. But what I can tell you, due to this messy price action, the diagonal gets very likely. And again, there are also various options how this diagonal pattern can be labeled. And to be fair, I don't want to make it more complicated than it is. So in this particular video here, we only want to focus on the really lower level price action. What you need to understand is that the focus is on lower. I see a fairly high chance of making lower lows for Bitcoin below 17.6k. And you know, as soon as we break here below the previous swing low, which was at 18.3k, that will be a strong indication that will come down to near enough 17k to finish off the wave 3 here. Then we would see a wave 4 recovery and come down in a 5. But again, there are various ways of how this can be labeled. At the moment, I'm in favor of a count where we say, okay, we have a wave 1 in, we have a wave 2 in, we're now in a wave 3. But again, there are various ways of how this can be counted. We could even say we have an A and a B here in the wave 3, because all of these can be counted as 3 wave moves. So that wave is an ending diagonal, that we can count this as an A, a B, and here now in a C. The wave C in itself would have to be counted at the moment as a diagonal, right? And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'd now be in a wave 5. It is very messy, and therefore best in these situations to understand the higher level pattern, which is, in my opinion, going down, and to understand the key, let's say not necessarily invalidation points, but the key breakout points. So one key level here is the $20,200 level. If we get above that level, 20,200, it would indicate that we can go all the way up to 22,100. We would still be in a corrective wave pattern, which would mean that with a high likelihood, we would after that come down impulsively. So keep in mind that 20,200 level, a break above that would allow us to get all the way to 22,100. Only above 22,100, I would consider something more bullish. If we, however, now just follow the path here, we of course go down and we'll move down next into the region around 17k. Expect some support around 17.6. That is the June swing low. And these are actually the key levels. What you need to understand, there's various possibilities here. I can even count that as an impulse, but in my opinion, the diagonal pattern where we can count the subwaves as ABC are likely. Few people have asked me that you cannot have a wave, an ABC pattern in a wave 3. It is of course possible, you can, but then all waves of this 5-wave pattern need to be labeled as ABC. And as you can see here, the wave that has been coming down here can very clearly be labeled as a 3-wave pattern. Here as well, 3 waves, here as well, 3 waves, and this has to continue. Just Google ending diagonal 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 pattern, and you will see that pattern. Yeah. And there's also, there's different possibilities. I don't want to make it a super complex video. It wouldn't help anyone. So those key levels are important, and then I think we will know more and get more clarity later in the whenever we get the Fed rate decision and the end of the year forecast, and that will tell us more. That is scheduled for 2 o'clock and 2:30 Eastern time PM, and there's a few more hours to go, but I expect the volatility to start probably in the next few hours, maybe when the US market opens. So it will be an interesting day. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.